All right, it's a home game tonight, so I had to throw the dressier digs on. But let's not spill any of this pregame meal on the nice clothes, hey, ahead of this potentially series clinching game five. First time in the last 3 years that the Oilers have been able to get to this 3-1 series lead. And man, did they ever do it in very different ways in Los Angeles, right? 6-1 in game three, and then killing a penalty for about 58 minutes there in game four. 1-0 victory, though. Stuart Skinner, he picks up his first career playoff shutout with 33 saves. And you've got to figure that gives the team a lot of confidence, and almost sick of saying that they are demonstrating they can win in different ways, but I don't know that there are two more different ways that could have won than in games 3 and 4. Now, special teams has been the difference in this series thus far, with Edmonton going 8 of 15 with the man advantage. Yeah, that power play is back at the all-time rates. And then you look at the penalty kill, and that's a perfect 11 for 11 so far. So Los Angeles hasn't been able to get anything going, if anything at all. It's really working to Edmonton's benefit when they can garner some momentum from killing off these penalties. To me, the other thing that does is puts the Kings in a very difficult position in a game where if you can't play offensively and do or die game five, you want to take it to them physically, but you can't do it over the line, because then of course you're putting this Oilers power play to work. So it's going to be a very fine line that Los Angeles has to ride in game five, not to put themselves at a disadvantage. Oh, and if you thought that was just this series, it's not. Edmonton has absolutely owned the Kings for fun. In the postseason specifically, in the last 3 years combined, they are 24 for 50. Nearly 50% over 3 playoff series against this Kings side. So at some point, you gotta figure that factors in mentally for Los Angeles as well. One thing we can be absolutely guaranteed of tonight is a desperate Los Angeles Kings team. They take things personally against Edmonton, and now their season's up against it. They can't lose any more games. So it's incumbent upon Edmonton, not only in the first 10 minutes, but right across this entire game, to match that desperation level. Edmonton knows what it's like to beat LA, and what it feels like in the jubilation to move on in a playoff series. And I think the Oilers see a lot of value in a couple more days worth of rest. So if you can take care of business here in game five in front of your own fans tonight, it's going to benefit you probably in the long run down the line here in the playoffs. Doesn't look like any lineup changes are going into effect. Sam Carrick skating with the extras today, so Derek Ryan likely to stay in. He was just fine, as was the rest of the team, so Stuart Skinner is going to backstop. What he hopes is a Game 5 effort that sees his Oilers move on to await the winner of Vancouver and Nashville. A whole boatload of coverage coming up on 6:30. Ched starts with Oilers Now at 4. Puck drop just after 8.